Hey everyone, I'm the Real Evab, and you're watching the A20 Guardian 100 game analysis. Today's going to be run number 57. Let's get started. Alright, we got a Ruby start today. Not one I usually socket, but we will see what happens. Our options are remove a card, get 3 random potions, obtain a curse for 250 gold, or the boss swap. I'm noticing a couple good looking pets here. Oh wow, 3 elites, 2 campfires. That's pretty darn good. Other than that, we can get the super elite at the cost of either a campfire or an elite. This is 2 campfires, 1 elite, into another elite. So ideally I'd like to take this. The problem is that I have no bailout option, except to take the burning elite, if I go that route. As far as the rest of the act goes, though, our pathing is pretty okay. So we don't boss swap. We could take this shop with 4 fights and take the curse for 250 gold. We could remove the curse and then spend the rest of our gold and those fights getting strong enough for the 3 elite path. I think that's consistent enough to do. Remove a card, I think, would be my second choice. Because it has good value throughout the entire game. Helps you leak a little bit less HP in hallway fights by removing a strike. And of course you have the removal for late game as well. But I think going for the triple elite with a little bit more expensive removes than usual, I think is absolutely fine. And if we get a very mundane or benign curse, we can maybe spend all our gold in a really expensive good relic. So I think I'm going to take the gold route. Yeah. We got Shame. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't make us lose too much HP in this fight. Thankfully, it doesn't look like it's going to. I'm going to play Gear Up now. Since in Cultist fight, I like to enter defensive on turn 2 to block the second and third hits. Looks like we're going to be able to do that very, very easily. Yeah, 0 damage fight. Very nice. Multi-beam versus Clone and Temporal Strike. It's our boss again. Hexaghost. So multi-beam can be scaling for Hexaghost. I don't think I'm going to consider it as such. So I need to take them on the merits of how they're going to do in our upcoming fights. And I think multi-beam does the best. Temporal Strike being a free card is nice, but multi-beam really helps with sentries. Also pairs nicely with Ruby, so I'm going to go with that. It also helps a lot with hallway fights. I like to have at least one area of effect card in my arsenal. Speaking of area of effect cards, there's Panache. Very interesting. Our cards in the shop. I'm looking at Reroute. There's an Orb Block on sale, which is nice. I don't think any of the relics are amazing, although I could potentially take the Blood Vial. I think it's a little bit too early for Frozen Eye. I know some people really like the relic, but it's not going to provide us too much value in the early game. I guess there maybe is an exception for Gremlin Knob. And having knowledge of your future draw order, that does come up kind of frequently. Let's see what else, though. There's Panic Button. Panic Button's really, really strong. Got some good potions here. I have 3 fights coming up. I could maybe make use of Polishing Oil. Cultist Potion is good for sentries and Laga, and against Knob it's not great because the fight is so fast. Anyways, I'm looking at Orb Walk, Reroute, Panic Button. That's a lot of cards, but might be worth it. Blood Vial. Let's see. If we take Blood Vial, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 HP the entire act, so we're at 86 if I take this. That's almost like taking a waffle. Except it's also relevant in Act 2. That's a lot of time for Blood Vial to work for us. And a lot of HP. It's going to be relevant the whole game, pretty much. Maybe falls off in Act 3, but still could do something. The only real thing I'm worried about is the fact that Guardian, the later the game gets, starts to not take any damage at all from defensive mode and all the other block tools that they have. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Let's do some math here, though, just to make sure. I try to figure out what everything I'm looking at, then add them all up, see how far I am over budget, and then remove items. So 173. Actually, let's combine a couple of these other ones first. Orb Walk and Panic Button, 41 and 99 is 140. 50 is 190. And this is 363. So we could afford this plus 3 cards. So we're 6 under budget. Card remove puts us 69 over budget. And potion also puts us over another 86 for 155 over budget. So we could drop the potion and the card remove, or we could drop the blood vial, or we could drop a couple cards. It's at 155, so we can't drop just 2 cards. We'd have to drop all 3 if I want these 3 things. Panic Button. Panic Button's really good. There's so many options. I don't like to take a lot of time in these videos because, you know, I know it might get boring, but I don't really see any other choice here. Just have to think through this. Do I want Blood Vial enough to give up some other stuff? I don't think I have to buy all of these cards. It might be okay to just take Orb Walk, Panic Button. Panic Button is basically another turn of defensive, in a sense. Because it buys you a free turn. And that's kind of what defensive mode does in the early game. Buys you a free turn. Except against hallways, which it can maybe buy you 2 free turns. So against Knob, we actually have maybe 2 additional turns if we buy Panic Button, because once we're past their first cycle, they go back to another 8 damage vulnerable attack. And as long as we don't play a lot of skills, then that doesn't do very much damage. There's also the fact that, like, taking so many cards makes the deck worse at a certain point. You'd rather have something streamlined. So if this is an alternate way to save HP during the act, that seems like it maybe might be a good idea. Let's see, 173 plus 140 is 313. So I couldn't get a card remove if I give up reroute. I do think I have to figure out something here. Reroute's really good with multi-beam. Orb Walk's also good. This is definitely not easy. This is 248 together. So 121 would be what our budget if we take Blood Vial and a card remove. We could buy Reroute Orb Walk and then just not have the Panic Button. Or we could buy the potion. Although that just kind of leaves us with the starting deck and multi-beam. We could also go Blood Vial, card remove, Panic Button, but I think we have to err on the side of damage, because we could find good block cards coming up. What we need is damage to beat elites. Stalling against elites is usually not a great idea. So, reroute or block card remove. 166, 339. I think that's what we go with. We take these two cards, we remove the shame, and buy the Blood Vial. Alright. I don't know if that's correct. I think Panic Button and the Potion were both very good options, but overall I think it's better to just do this. And on top of that, we already got a potion, so we might be able to go through this without having to buy another one. Alright. So we need to full block this turn, we need to do that. I did forget about the turn 2 part. I guess this is why we bought Blood Vial, huh? I could use Skill Potion. I don't think that will do enough. We do have 2 Strength. And I know I'm playing this. So it takes it down to 29. Can we kill? With 3 energy. 8, 8, 7 is 23. No, not enough. So we'd be looking for some kind of strength source, which I guess is just Ruby. I don't think there's any other skill strength source on Guardian's kit. There's Ruby, Construction Form, Orb Walk. Well, there's Charge Up, but that's next turn strength. There's got to be one more that I'm forgetting. Regardless, I guess we could also get the vulnerable cards. I think it's still fine to just take the damage and save this potion for a harder fight. Although it is kind of hard to find a harder fight than Jawworm. Alright. We're going to heal all that HP up anyway, so no big deal. Another reroute. Or a shield charger. I think another reroute is absolutely great here. Get that early stasis control, give us enough power, get us another attack. Yeah. Alright, now we're probably looking for some kind of block card, but we can wait to figure that out. Also, I probably should have played Curl Up before the defend, so it has better chances of hitting something. Because I had 2 defends in hand. Can I kill one of these? 7, 7... No, sorry, 8, 8, 7? Yes, I can. That way I can full block this turn. I could get both of them if I wanted, so I went for the one with the higher attack. Cool. Suspension, Spiker Protocol, Time Bomb. Another AoE card, another attack. I'm not sure I want that. I don't have... well... I mean, it's still good against sentries. And while multi-beam is already pretty good, it's not... It's kind of on the weaker end. It just doesn't have conditions attached to it like Guardian Whirl and Giga Beam do. Giga Beam has the downside of not using... of not being able to use your next turn. Suspension. We already have Curl Up and 2 reroutes, but Orb Walk exists. And multi-beam. I think that's going to be good. It's that or Time Bomb. Also, it's going to need an upgrade at some point, but we already have an upgrade priority, I think, with multi-beam at this first fire. At least with 3 energy, it's not too bad that we have an unupgraded suspension. Time Bomb would be the other thing. You know, I hate abusing this bug where it scales twice off of damage, but it's something that we have to take into consideration, because there's no way around it. The big problem is that I don't think it works well with our stasis stuff. We're wanting to put multi-beam into stasis, and getting these on different turns means that we may not be able to play this whenever there's a lot of stuff in stasis. It might still be correct, though. We only have 3 attacks taken. Our attack density is these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 16 cards, so it's just half and half. Which means on average we draw 2 or 3 cards, and if we draw 2 and don't have the energy, and have too much energy, then we're wasting energy that we could be using to attack. I think I am going to take Time Bomb. Suspension's good, but we can find another one later. Also, second AoE is not terrible anyway. Second AoE makes you more consistent against stuff like Reptomancer and Gremlin Leader, both of which are very important to consider. Oh man, next turn might suck. We drew most of our block cards already. Yeah, it's not looking great. Blood Vial still coming into play though. Pure Potion. There's a Quartz. Wow. Quartz over the suspension. I think Quartz is powerful enough to take over a card like this. We did take an attack card, so that does actually put us into the range where I'm not too worried. We also got a great potion against Nob. One thing I am noticing we're lacking is Brace, but it's just how it goes. I am going to take the Quartz. We're still going to wait for a suspension to pop up later. You know, we're never guaranteed it, but I still think it's the correct play. This is a pretty good turn 1. Reroute, curl up. We have all of our defense in the draw pile. I know we don't have Orb Block in play, but I don't think it's worth sacrificing our defense. If curl up hits Gear Up though, that sucks, but I guess we still have Skill Potion. Oh, we also have Time Bomb to accelerate that out anyway. Alright, let's do this. Let's wake you up. I guess I could have done Fear Potion as well. Oh wow. I guess I'm glad I didn't use Fear Potion turn 1 then, because this turn would have been a dead turn. I'm debating whether to take the 10 damage and play Orb Block or block for 10. I want to full block this if I can, but I might not be able to get away with it. That being said, I have 3 cards coming out next turn. I've got Reroute, Strike. I've got Time Bomb coming up, which is going to benefit twice from Vulnerable, making it deal 31 damage before any kind of strength. And of course, any stasis stuff we use is going to be recycled for a future turn and get all that value out of it again. So we do a lot of damage. Is the 2 strength worth it? I think no. I think we can get away with this. Alright, now we do this. I don't want Curl to hit Time Bomb. I guess it's fine if we wait 2 turns. Yeah. Alright, took 5 damage. Yeah, Lagavulin's almost dead already. By almost dead, I mean very, very close. We are going to need a couple of attacks here in order to finish this off. That'll do it. Very nice. Good fight. 5 damage. We got our Fear Potion back. That's great. Whew, okay. We don't want a third reroute. I don't think. Strike for strike, I don't think we need. Charge up, however, I think is very good. You know, we already have strength, but just getting a solid block card into the deck at this point, since we have no brace, seems fine to me. And, you know, the extra strength helps us kill things quickly anyway. Let's grab that. And that was 3 commons at an elite fight. That kind of sucks. Let's hope we get a rare card soon. So we got both of these, and with no good targets. I don't like putting Ruby into Twin Slam. Since you have to spend energy in order to get the strength. And even though you can get it twice, it ends up being the same amount of damage most of the time anyway. So you might as well leave it unsocketed for a better card, as well as better cards for Twin Slam. Quartz, it would be preemptive to put into Twin Slam. I don't think it's a great idea for reroute either. Being a 1-cost attack card, we have much better possibilities for that. Birdface Urn for even more healing. I suppose if you don't have defensive mode, going into healing strats is workable too, I suppose. And of course, I'm saying this tongue-in-cheek because those are both relics, and you cannot rely on relics. Multi-beam upgrade, even better now that we know that we're not fighting Lagavulin, so it's 50-50 for sentries. Also, it is the weaker of the two between it and Time Bomb, so making us a little bit more consistent, I think, is better. And we can play it at 3 energy to make it better anyways, so I think the lows and highs work out. Ooh, we can enter defensive already, wow. If we get multi-beam next turn, that's 21 damage. Looks like we can't kill any of them if we play a strike now. Not even if we did all 3 of these cards would we be able to kill even the front one. We'd be 1 short. So it'd be 17 plus 21, 38. So, do we use the skill potion early? See if we can get something out of it. I would really like a charge up, actually. Charge up would be great. We have a lot of attacks in the draw pile. That would love to have a bit more strength. Or maybe we can gain some more brace for a second defensive mode entry. And of course, just having that shuffled into the discard pile against sentries means that we'll get to use it again when we probably need it. Yeah, let's just use this now. Resilient Plate, Event Steam, pre-program. I gotta say, Resilient Plate is not amazing here. We cannot reduce debuffs unless we get it with Ruby. In order to do that, we would have to curl it up at random from the hand, and have it come out on the same turn as Ruby comes. So, I don't think that's viable. I think pre-program is our best bet. That'll get us some power. Let's actually play this now. Let's see. Okay, we have Time Bomb. Interesting. So next turn we can accelerate whatever card we put in, which means we get it out next turn, because between the 1 turn now and the accelerate, it'll come out. So long as we just don't put Time Bomb in, though. That's going to be 2 energy next turn. If we play Gear Up, Defend, Curl Up, that's 15 block this turn. We lose 10. We gain 10 back from defensive mode, so we'll have 15 next turn. So in order to full block next turn, we want to play Defend. We can even reroute the Defend if we wanted. It'll go back into stasis for 2 turns, but, you know. Do we always play defend, or do we always play reroute? Worst case scenario, we draw multi-beam next turn, but we can just reroute multi-beam at 0 cost, and that works to bring it out the turn after. And then we just get a kill. Okay, let's just guarantee we get to play defend. And I'm guessing on the damage there. I don't know 100% that we're going to have a kill between a ticked multi-beam plus time bomb. Oh, look, we don't have to care. Can't play the orb walk, though. That's a little bit sad, but it's just how it goes. So we get 15 damage. That's pretty good. Worst case scenario, we only draw reroute. We don't get multi-beam. We can't kill with just reroute, strike. That's only 24 damage. That doesn't kill anything. So we just have to hope for multi-beam. If not, we use our other attacks. So we want to get these down to 21 damage range. All of them. So strike goes here. Reroute goes in the middle one, I guess. So that if we draw multi-beam next turn, we can hit all 3, and then this is the only one left. I think regardless, we want to reroute defend. No, we reroute strike so that it comes out in time to kill. Okay. Alright. And we should take 0 damage this fight as well. And check that out. We get the strike out next turn, so let's see if we can just end it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Very good. 0 damage fight. Ooh, and we got our rares. Bauble Burst. Another Ruby Stasis Engine. Bauble Burst Quartz, I have said before, is a little bit different than Twin Slam. We can actually speculate by putting Quartz into Bauble Burst, because we can stasis Bauble Burst. And by stasising Bauble Burst, we discount it to 0 and draw 3. Meanwhile, if we put it into Twin Slam, we discount it to 0 over 2 turns, which is a little bit faster, but we also have to pay for the second slam. So we still pay 1 energy. I don't think this is a Stasis Engine deck yet. We'd have to take more 0 costs, although we have a good start for it. I think Bauble Burst with an early Quartz is very, very good. So I will be going with that, especially with the campfire right now. Juzu Bracelet. I don't care, I don't think. Guaranteeing events, usually you want to go for fights anyway. You only really take Juzu if you're looking for a specific event, or if you're very much in danger of dying. Neither of which are true for us right now. I'm noticing we're at a lot of HP. If we didn't have this, we'd be at 43, which I'm actually not... I would be a little bit nervous going into 3 fights with 43 HP, I suppose. But against Hexa, you don't need it as much. I wonder if I overestimated how much I need Blood Vial. Oh well. Anyway, Quartz is going into Bauble Burst over Strength, I think. Strength Bauble Burst is an idea. You can kind of use the same logic as the Quartz. You can stasis this and then get 6 temporary Strength for free. But I'd rather just put this into Suspension, if we find another one. So now what do we upgrade? We got 3 more fights before Campfire, so unlike usually, we actually have time to find another gem for Bubble Burst. That being said, we still have gems to find for Twin Slam. So I may want to just upgrade something else. That being said, what would I upgrade? Charge Up, I suppose, does the best. Twin Slam for a little bit more damage and sockets, I don't think does well. We're basically... Usually whenever you're in a fight, you have to choose between the attacks you're playing anyways. So making this gain 2 damage is only really actually gaining 1 damage, because otherwise we'd just be playing a strike. And sometimes it's 0, because sometimes we'd rather play these cards, as well as multi-beam, which is not showing up here. So I don't think that's a good upgrade either. I don't think we're going to find 2 gems that we want to put into Twin Slam anyway. If we do, they're going to have to be good enough to wait on socketing them for another 6 floors after the boss anyway, because we have to upgrade this. No, wait, I got that backwards. I guess if we found 2 gems for Twin Slam, we'd be able to socket them both. I don't think it's a big deal. These are just damage. This is 4 damage to all enemies. That's pretty significant as a 2-cost card. Helps us set up for next act. As well as just being good for hardcore fights. So maybe it is just Time Bomb. Our block doesn't give us anything right now because we can't place it into stasis normally. Without the volatile, it comes out of stasis and we can play it for another 2 strength. And that's good with Birdface turn. But we don't have that kind of capability right now. You could upgrade Curl Up to make that happen. I don't think we need to do that. Let's get this so that we can kill hardcore fights easier. Such as... I was really hoping that we'd draw either of our AoE cards, but we didn't. That's pretty disappointing, actually. I don't think Bubble Burst can get us there. Costs 2 energy to draw 3. If we get Time Bomb, we're not going to have energy. If we get Multi-Beam, we can only play it for 1, which is 9 damage with Ruby. We can't kill anything this turn either. These both high-rolled their damage, but this one's debuffing this turn, which means it's guaranteed to attack. It also has the most HP. With Weaken, this is doing 15 damage. That's enough to kill everything. With Weaken twice, this is doing 14-10. Is that correct? No, it's 13-9. Wow. It's not very much. I think we have to go with the worst case scenario, and that means going for one of these 2, which have the highest damage. Actually, I don't know. These have the highest damage, but this can range somewhere from 6 to 8, and is guaranteed to attack next turn. Meanwhile, I think these guys have a 2 and 3 to attack next turn. So we save an average of 1 HP by attacking these instead of this, but they might not even be attacking. Okay, so we go for this one then. Okay, they both attacked. Oh well. 13 damage, huh? Okay. Maybe the actual odds are 3/4. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm fine with taking a little bit more damage. We're not in any danger of dying this act. Not at all. Where are my AoE cards? Doesn't matter, they both nothing. No danger to us this turn. What if I could have saved HP by intentionally entering defensive or something? I don't know. Sapphire. That's brace, but we don't have any brace yet, so it's not doing anything. Planning, I'd rather have the suspension for both Time Bomb and Multi-Beam, just to have the control. Temporal Strike. You could put Ruby in Temporal Strike. Do we still just want to wait? Or do we want to take it? I don't know. We'd have to have something in stasis, but that's pretty easy with 2 reroutes and a curl up. It's basically working in reverse. We're socketing a temporal strike to a ruby. The main effect is to temporary strength. We're just gaining 7 damage on top of it. I don't know if that's worth it. I'd rather put that in suspension. Yeah, I'm just going to skip this. I don't want Sapphire either. We have no brace. It's not going to get us any closer to defensive mode in any meaningful way. So, on to the next hard pool. Looks like we're going to be doing charge up, gear up, curl up, all the up cards. All that for almost 0 damage. How much does this do? 18 takes it to 35? No, 39. It goes up by 2. So that doesn't split. But that's okay. Actually, it's probably worth it to strike Twin Slam, Twin Slam. Or is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe we want to split here. Ooh, if we split, we can do Time Bomb, Bobble Burst, reroute the multi-beam for next turn. Yeah, let's do that. We don't get to play Orb Walk, but that's okay. Yeah, now that's gonna kill. Alright, cool. Alright, what do we get here? Planning reroute Temporal Strike. No thanks. Okay. Might as well play charge up here. We don't want to play gear up yet. We want to use that. We want to retain it because we want to play curl up, and we don't want to enter defensive before Laga wakes up. Not unless we're desperate. Okay, we got reroute, curl up. I think we use Fear Potion again. We're not guaranteed to have it for... Oh wait, there's no more elites. Should we keep it for Hexa then? I think maybe we use Liquid Bronze for Hexa. Or maybe we keep it for Birds next act. Birds are kind of scary. Oh, you know what? Buying the Blood Vial actually opens up bites to us. That'd be pretty funny. Am I sure I want to use this, or do I want it for Hexa? I think between the Strength and the Multi-Beam, we have the scaling for Hexa already. As well as the Stasis. So I could just use this. How do I do in this fight otherwise? If I don't use this, I deal... Let's see, this is 22 normally, 14 damage, it's 101. We might just have to play attack cards, depending on our draw. We only have 2 defense in the draw pile. So being able to end the fight faster may actually be the correct move. Although I'm not sure we can end it before turn 3. Or the second big attack, excuse me. I think worst case scenario we take 10 damage from the next 2 because we always enter defensive the turn after Laga wakes up. We also have 2 defense. So it's a total of 30 block versus 40 damage. I feel like this setup is a bit slow. I'm going to do this just in case. Okay, it hits strike. That's actually good. We want the damage. Alright. Gear up. Do we want Time Bomb this turn? It's going to take it to 22, 33, 49 damage. That's a lot. So it takes it to 42. Minus 16 is 26. Minus 12 is 14. And the next turn we have a guaranteed kill. So we take 10 damage here. Can we take 5? Not unless we drew another defend. Which I guess is possible. Can we kill after that, though? This is 12 damage. The next turn we have 13, 9, 22. So 34, 91 minus 34 is 57. (57) minus 10 is 47, so we have to do 47 damage without vulnerable. The turn on Laga's debuff turn and the turn after. That's possible. (47). I don't think it's likely enough. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Oh, we also have thorns. What did I say, 47? So, is that correct? (12 and 22, 34, 57, minus 10 next turn. Because we're going to play 2 defense and multi-beam, so yeah, 47. 44. So we have to do 44 in 2 turns, one being the before debuff and one being after. We'll have another strike in stasis, thanks to reroute. That's another 4 damage. Guaranteed. If we have strength at all, then we might be able to do it, but I don't think it's... Maybe it's still worth the risk, though. Because if we don't get a defend here, then we can still multi-beam twice for another 10 damage. Then we probably have 37 in the bag, 34 in the bag pretty easily. I think between Blood Vial and Hexaghost, we should just take the guarantee here. Let's not overcomplicate things. Take our 10. And we'll have our kill here. Do we redraw? We did redraw defend. Let's actually find out what would have happened here. Actually, we don't get to, do we? Because we accelerated. That changes things. Oh well. Oh, we get to heal. All planned? Question mark? Break your hourglass. Oh my gosh, Giga Beam. As if I didn't already have enough AoE. But this is really good, actually. Giga Beam is generally very good with strength. Just generally very good for Act 2, and we have strength. It might be a little bit difficult to get in play, but I think it's going to be very good for us. Is it worth it with 2 other forms of AoE already? This can one-shot if we get our strength set up, but I don't think we get that done very easily. We also don't have a lot of energy. Snecko would be amazing. Be an amazing Snecko pick. But I can't guarantee anything from that. It's been a long time since we've had a Giga Beam. It was very good in the beginning of the series. Oh yeah, because we also had the red key, which bumped it up to 44 damage. That was a very important threshold. I feel like. 44 killed a lot of things in Act 2 that normally wouldn't. At either unupgraded or without strength. So it is a bit worse in normal mode. And like I said, we have a lot of expensive stuff and AoE already. It hurts to skip it, but I think it is correct not to take this. Do I also take the Piercing Hide then? Sorry, do I take the Piercing Hide then as a block card for next act? If we're not doing defensive mode things, then doing stasis things is probably going to be a better bet for us. So taking actual block cards rather than just big brace cards may actually be important. May be the solution. I do also have healing though. This is a weak block card. I don't know. It doesn't really do anything for our deck anyway, it's just gain 7 block. The thorns are meh, the brace is meh. I guess the socket is a place for Ruby. We can do better than that. I think we skip. Even over Charge Core, yeah. Sad. I like Giga Beam. But we have this. Vent Steam, there we go. There's that's a good socket for Ruby. And provides us with some very much needed vulnerable. Much needed, just very beneficial. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. And we are gonna socket the Ruby in that, rather than wait for a suspension. Alright, now what do we upgrade? We're already at a lot of HP for the boss fight. How much did we heal? 18? We would have been at 24 for the boss fight, which means turn 2 would have been a 3x6 anyway. Sheesh. But now it's going to be a 4x6, which I guess is okay? Yeah, that's okay. We're going to be left with 20 HP after we heal. Note to these upgrades, Charge Up or Vent Steam. I think both of these would be good. Our strength is a bit inconsistent, so it may not hurt to just have another turn of vulnerable. We also have good healing. Yeah, let's go for this just to make sure we get through Hexa. Although, Mercury Hourglass and the potential of Liquid Bronze might be enough already. Should I draw 3 here? I think our only bad card to hit would be Orb Walk. Although I guess the reroutes would be bad too. I think we have to do something this turn, so we hit Orb Walk, of course. Very notably, we didn't hit any of these, though. Do we brace or do we attack? That is a good question. I'm going to attack. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be blocking this turn. Just playing the Vent Steam. Are we a bit slow on our damage this run? We didn't get Orb Walk into play, but we are very close to redrawing through our deck. I don't think we're in any danger of dying. I want to keep this for birds. Although Multi-Beam's good for birds too, as long as we have 4 energy. We don't have great bird solutions. I suppose the AoE plus a Mercury Hourglass could help quite a bit, but we don't have a lot of block. We don't have Thorns except for defensive mode, so we'd have to get lucky. I'm gonna keep the Thorns. Alright, looks like we're entering defensive mode this turn, which is fine. I'm even gonna play Curl Up now, so it goes into stasis. Alright, that's fine. If it had hit the strike, I would have played Gear Up, so we have enough block for this turn and next turn. Regardless. There we go. So now we're going to have more damage coming up. I want to play Orb Walk. We can do it. Alright. Okay, that's fine. It's actually really good because we can play that on the 9x2 attack turn. Alright, we're a bit slow, but I think we're still going to be okay. Oh wait, we're not even... Oh, yes we are. We're entering defensive after all. Okay. I guess Time Bomb's going to have to wait. Expensive cards against Hexa. We want Strength for next turn? I'm not sure. We're going to have a lot of burns by the time Inferno comes in. We are pretty behind on damage. We're going to need Vent Steam. This is 7 damage. 2 temporary strength doesn't really compare. $25 plus 8 is 33. So down to 66. I forget how much Hexa attacks for on turn 6. Is it 4x6 or 6x6? If it's 6x6, we're in trouble, but I don't think it's that hard. If it is 6x6, we could counter it with a defend, but I'm not convinced that'll be enough. We also need this to do 4 hit stout damage at Twin Slam. No, it's even more than that. Alright, we're just going to do this. It is 6x6. We have a defend, thankfully. We are in a bit of trouble here. So next turn we have 14 damage guaranteed. We would need another 30, which, if we whiff on Vent Steam, we don't actually have. So I guess we do have to use this. Yeah, we can't even enter defensive mode here. I don't want to risk the run on a 1 and 6. Or a 5 and 6 even. The 1 and 6 to miss. Right, would that even be enough? That's 4 strength, 11, 16, 32. Wait, hang on. With Vent Steam, this gets stronger. Right, this is only 14 damage anyway. Okay, we have to do this. There's no way to kill without Vent Steam. Otherwise. Oh, Mercury Hourglass was there, but that's okay. Okay, well that was a bit closer than I wanted it to be, I'll be honest. I'm not sure using the potion earlier would have made a difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 39 damage? I guess we would have saved a few more HP. We had some bad luck with the draws. We got Orb Walk early. That, I guess, was a mistake. I feel like this is my own fault, but yeah. We're gonna keep playing because the game's still here. Body Crash, no, we're not doing big block things. Exploit Gems, I don't think that compares to Citrine. Citrine Bobble Burst with Quartz is the dream, so we're gonna take that. Apparently it did need this with everything that happened. Interesting. Coffee Dripper. With Blood Vial and Bird Face turn. That seems pretty good. If we got bites, this would be pretty much free. This hurts really much. This hurts a ton in the late game, and we did just throw away our Bird's solution to survive. Yeah, I'm gonna go Coffee Dripper. Okay. Left path is 2 lates, 2 campfires. Middle path looks pretty good. With extra elite and fire, so I don't think we ever take this left path. It's good because it also allows us to take potentially question marks. This is also better than taking the super elite for multiple reasons. There's shops here, so we don't have to take an early shop. Yeah, we can just take a double question mark route to maybe fish for bites, or apparitions would also be amazing. Because we did not find a lot of brace stuff. In fact, were we even offered brace things? I remember getting a lot of planning, suspension, reroute, temporal strike. I don't remember getting. We got a single piercing hide. We didn't get offered priming shot. We didn't get roll attack. We didn't get recover. We were offered a resilient plate in the shop, but that's not enough. We got a sapphire. Yeah, between all that, we might have been able to take, like, if we had taken all of the brace cards, we might have been okay. But otherwise, that probably would not have worked out anyway. So yeah, we just did what we had to do. It looks like these are going to end up being, these are probably going to end up being relevant the rest of the game. That being said, I have to find a way to defend and fast. That's why I'm fishing for events. I guess that means that taking the Juzu bracelet would have been better, but how was I supposed to know? Anyway. I don't think this is a Gambler's Brew. We take 10 damage, but that's not terrible. We also enter defensive here, which is good. And I'm going to continue defending because I don't think we can kill this quickly. Maybe... I was going to say Orb Walk might have been a mistake, since it's so expensive. But we also just did need scaling for Hexa, so maybe it wasn't a mistake. We don't need block this turn. I don't want to play Time Bomb, I don't think. Well, let's see. 20, 22, 33, 49 with Vulnerable and Strength. It's actually almost a kill. 49, 59. We're 3 away. There will be 9 plated armor, so 12 damage. We can kill next turn if we do this. What if we do Orb Walk, Vensteam, Twin Slam? That does 2, 4, 9, 13. This takes 5. 49 plus 10 is 59. You do 59 damage with Vulnerable and 2 Strength. Minus 18 is 41. And 12 is 28. It's not enough. What would I even be drawing for? I guess Citrine? Citrine and Reroute or something. Yeah, playing the Orb Walk I don't think gets us there, and it's going to leave us very vulnerable, so Just got to do it this way. I was going to say maybe we redraw Orb Walk. Oh, but we can't. Because of Mercury Hourglass anyway. Oh, but it would have been too much anyway. That's fine. Smoke Bomb. Oh, look. A brace card. You're too late. I don't think I want you. I already have enough attacks. Overload. With Bubble Burst, Citrine, and expensive stuff, I don't think we want Overload. Do we want Clone? Is there a world where we want Clone? We could clone Bubble Burst, clone Orb Walk, clone Multi-Beam. Cloning Bubble Burst really good in honestly, clone would be just good in long fights. I'm not sure how good they're going to be in the near future. Cloning Multi-Beam is kind of a double-edged sword anyway, because you have a multi-beam that's been ticked up one time, but then you have two multi-beams, and you only can tick up one most of the time. Or at least most of the time you're only going to tick up one. I guess Time Bomb helps? I don't know, Clone feels slow in a deck where we're trying to go fast. But then again, do we have a choice? We're facing Automaton. We need to find a way to block. I don't think this is it, but finding a way to do damage maybe could be the other way. Cloning Orb Walk when it's upgraded may actually be really good. Gets us 10 strength if we can put the second one into stasis. If not, it's still 7. That's a lot. I'm also noticing Vent Steam doesn't do anything against Automaton unless we find other forms of debuffs we can use to strip Artifact. This is rough. I don't think we take the clone. We're going to keep looking for bites and apparitions. If we find apparitions, we're just going to upgrade as many of them as I can. And by as many of them as I can, I mean the 3 we get. Ooh. The vulnerable turn came early. Okay. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna block twice. If we get dealt a bad hand, I'm just gonna Smoke Bomb. Is this bad enough? We didn't get Vent Steam or Curl Up. 19 plus 27 is not enough to kill. We would be taking the full damage. I guess we can do Gambler's Brew instead, but like... I mean, it's not like we want to use Smoke Bomb anyway. We don't get combat rewards. So maybe getting rid of these 3 would guarantee us that we get either Vent Steam or Curl Up. If we get Vent Steam, it's another 2 strength. This goes to 13, this goes to 10. That's 19 and 15. 34. Plus 32. That's enough to kill. Okay. And in fact, since that's enough to kill, I might as well just guarantee it happens. We can't play Orb Walk here. Okay. No potion, that's alright. Amber. Amber, I think, would go well in Twin Slam. Or Vent Steam. So I think we can take it. Shield Charger, though. Shield Charger might be... the thing we need, though. We don't have a way to put it into stasis yet. Other than just playing it, but... we might need to take that over the Amber. I don't know, though. We still have an entire act. We still have some events. We don't know what's gonna happen yet. Amber's a little bit greedy. There's other gems we can take. I'm gonna take the Shield Charger. We're gonna play it safe. Oh, lose Smoke Bomb, obtain a relic. Lose Reroute. No. Gold. We have shops coming up mid-act, which means I guess we can wait to recharge our gold. That being said, Smoke Bomb is not usually something you want to use anyway. We have one more hard pull fight. Yeah, we'll be fine. Kunai. Oh, okay. That's the strategy, I suppose. We do have a charge up and LR defense. Okay, this is Orb Block, Reroute, Multi-Beam. I guess I could have rerouted something else, or played another attack before to get a Dexterity. That might have been smart. Yeah, then we would have full blocked this turn. Alright, we're going to enter defensive. I guess it's fine if it doesn't hit Shield Charger, but I still would like that to happen. Oh well, didn't hit. We might just get a kill anyway. It depends. We're weakened, but it's also vulnerable. 22, huh? That's enough. Good stuff. Speed Pot. Cool. Skip these as well. Or is Evasive Protocol our answer? I skipped one earlier, but now I'm starting to think. Since we don't have a lot of brace, I have discussed this in the defensive mode video, where I hadn't thought about this previously, but with no brace 3 a turn is actually pretty significant, and this offering dexterity while we're in defensive mode may actually be very good for us. That being said, we also have Kunai already. I think we're going to take this, just to have a way to enter defensive against the Automaton, especially. And of course, this is not an event. Okay. This time I am going to do the Kunai trick. Because it doesn't even matter how much AoE damage we do. She's going to heal both of them anyway. What the hell? Should I have taken more damage? Are we really going to take the full 18 from this? Jesus. I have no way to stop it? Okay. I guess we play our powers then. We know he's not attacking next turn, so we might as well play the Shield Charger. Just reroute Multi-Beam again. Take our 18. Ow. $65. Very nice. Piercing hides back. Priming shot. I mean, one cost attack with our strength is nice, but I don't think it's good enough. Do I take a piercing hide now because I have dexterity? And since it also braces. I mean, the only other option I have for that, I guess, would be recover or shield spikes. I definitely like a shield spikes, but piercing hide wouldn't hurt. Alright, I'll take the piercing hide. Enhance. We can't put that in yet. We don't have the upgrade. So I guess we upgrade Bubble Burst here. We'll take a fight. And then we'll socket it, and then we'll be very, very powerful. I guess this means we also use the Strength Pod here. Oh man, this sucks. This turn sucks too. Oh well. Ow. Let's see what we draw here. Okay. Next turn could be 24 or 28. We're going to have enough block either way. So I guess we don't have to do charge up here. You do reroute Citrine Twin Slam. Oh hey, dexterity. Okay. Despite having 6 block cards in the deck, we drew none of them turn 1. Or curl up, for that matter. So 7 hits, 23 cards. Let me just do some math here. I don't think that was very likely. Hang on, 16 out of 23 times 15 out of 22, 14 out of 21, 15 out of 20 times 12 out of 19 times 100%. 13% chance? That's pretty significant, actually. Ooh. Wow. Ancient Power. I don't think we take that here. It's already upgraded, but I think Aquamarine is actually our play. Finally, the Aquamarine returns. Bottled Flame. Bottled Flame, the Bauble Burst, is actually amazing because we have the Citrine about to be socketed in it. So we get an amazing turn 1. That doesn't change because when we socket either. So yeah, now we have a socketed Super Adrenaline. Sorry, a bottled Super Adrenaline. Okay, I'm thinking about putting this in Twin Slam. It's the greatest chance of getting Kunai proc and gets it twice. Should we put Aquamarine in there? We can also put... We could put Emeralds in there, or we could even put Shivs for more Kunai procs. Shivs might be even better. We could do either one. Unfortunately, we can't rest, but thankfully I think we can go left, take the shop before this elite, and hopefully have a better time. Yeah, I'm going to put... the only other consideration is that these cards are not very good without block either. And that's just going into Twin Slam. So now upgrades. Guess upgrading block cards would be a good idea now. Just to make sure we don't die in the next elite fight. Charge up and Piercing Hive would be good for both. For our front load. Shield Charger already has enough block as is. And I don't think we need to do Twin Slam yet. If we find a gem here, then we'll upgrade. Maybe. We have to focus on survival though. This is 2. This is also 2. This does less, so let's do that one. For consistency's sake. Alright, what do we get here? A heal? Dekka's Washers. Oh, wow. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't feel confident enough taking this elite yet. So we're just going to go for another upgrade. We're going to upgrade Piercing Hide. And hopefully we survive this. But is there a waffle? No, there's a Dolly's Mirror. Wait, that's insane. We have a Bauble Burst with Quartz Citrine. There's also this. This is 442. We're 13 gold short. So if we had taken the elite fight, we would have been able to get both. That being said, I think we're still good with Dolly's Mirror, Card Remove, Panic Button. What about these cards? Don't care about these. Well, we've officially been offered all of Guardian's AoE now, I think. Which is cool. Could take a second evasive protocol. It's pretty crazy. I'm going to do the Bobble Burst. We now have 2 Super Adrenalines, which is going to be great for us. I'm going to take the panic button. Nice thing about Automaton is that it never attacks twice in a row. The only thing we have to be worried about are the bronze orbs. Unfortunately, we can't really make use of the weak potion either, unless we somehow play Venstein 3 times or find a debuffing relic. I guess we could use a potion in the next fight. Like, we know we're either fighting Gremlin Leader or Slavers, so Explosive Pot would actually be very good in both cases. So card remove, Explosive Pot. We remove a Strike. Unfortunately, we did not get Bites or Apparitions, so I think that's just how it's going to have to be. If I do end up going to this question mark though and finding Bites with only 3 strikes, I might... Oh wait, I have Blood Vial, so we wouldn't have to lose max HP. It still kind of hurt though. Still think it's worth it. Alright, let's go. It is in fact Slavers. We can enter defensive mode turn 1. Cool. Well, there's Time Bomb as well. Wow. So this enters defensive. This is Time Bomb for 18. Do this for another 10. We have a reroute for 9. That kills 1. So we're 5 away from a full block. I think that's acceptable. Can we do better? 9, 19 versus 29. We take 10. Yeah, no, this is better. We can't reroute something to accelerate with Time Bomb unless we want to risk putting Time Bomb into stasis with Curl Up. We don't. Spoiler alert. So I guess we just go like this. Actually, if we don't enter defensive, we can full block this turn. That may be even better. The more HP we can save, the better. And we are being weakened here, but also this Blue Slaver is only going to have 15 HP next turn, between the Thorns and Mercury Hourglass. So I think we're good, as long as we draw some kind of attack, or 2 attacks. That'll do it, I think. Yeah, that will do it. And we can even do this, because the dexterity will give us enough block. Oh, you already had one? Okay. We play this to heal. Did we play the other one yet? No. Okay. Let's reshuffle then. Let's see if we can draw it and play it. If we gain any more thorns, it's going to die. This comes out next turn, guarantees a kill. Okay, I'm just going to leave it as is then. Please give me the other power so I can heal. Nope. Oh well. Centennial Puzzle, interesting. Stasis Field. Yes, actually. Stasis Field is a prime target for Dexterity, as well as Automaton in general. Although we do have to get it in stasis on the right turn. Although I guess we can manipulate that with Time Bomb. That seems reasonable. Okay. Got a rare for the act. We're gonna upgrade that too. And I'm gonna take the event. Last chance it bites. We got a chest. That's... Oh! That's great. actually. Okay. Well, now what? Curl up upgrade finally? We have a lot of card draw, so I think we can make proper use of it. Yeah, let's go with that. Also, Brace 12 is good for redraws, it's good for basic protocol. Yeah. I know Panic Button blocks for 40 with upgrade, but I don't think we need that yet. Oh, we got Orb Walk turn 1. Let's see if we can get Curl Up. Oh, we did. Oh, but there's also Shield Charger. Well, we have options, a lot of options. One option is to just play Orb Walk for 1 less strength, but gain the 2 HP from it. You can also put Shield Charger into stasis for the next few turns. That seems very reasonable, to be honest. Just to guarantee that we have the block for both the next turn, the next 2 Automaton attacks, as well as the Bronze Orbs. So, we could curl up Orb Walk, play Shield Charger, or we could play Orb Walk and curl up Shield Charger. That's 3 energy both ways. We have enough energy for Stasis Field, which we are going to want. We'll use Time Bomb to accelerate that once to get it synced up correctly. And then I guess our last energy goes to Reroute. So we want to Reroute Curl Up then. Or block, Reroute, Curl Up on Shield Charger, Stasis Field. Okay. So Time Bomb is here. That does get Shield Charger a turn early, but this syncs up, so I think it's worth it. I wonder, could we maybe re-enter defensive? That might be a bit too much. This is 22 plus 8, 30. So no, we wouldn't actually re-enter defensive mode. Which is good, I guess, because we have a basic protocol Piercing Hide, which we want to save for... I don't know. We could wait to use Time Bomb. We have 4 turns until Hyper Beam, so our next 2 turns are going to be this. Wait, 4 turns till Hyper Beam, so this is all I'm all counting this all as 1 turn because of Bobble Burst. Even though we could draw it the next turn, but we're still going to draw the same number of cards. So 1, 2, 3. We have another Bobble Burst here, remember. 4. So I guess we're nearly guaranteed to get Time Bomb back in time. I think it's actually better to just use Defend to block this turn, because then we enter defensive mode next turn, which gives us enough block for turn 4. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, so I'll take my 1 damage, that's fine. Oh, you took my Bobble Burst, of course. Oh, but Centennial Puzzle, okay. Oh, but my hand's too full. Alright, I need you to die. So... I'm gonna save Piercing Hide. for later. Did I? No, you took Evasive Protocol from me. You both took good cards from me. I'm not happy about that. $15, $11. I guess either of the... Either of the AoE cards would be good here. So, let's just go for Automaton twice. Okay. I could also reroute Bobble Burst here, but I think it's better to just keep it out. Unless we get Time Bomb. I guess we're getting Time Bomb anyway. I would actually rather have Time Bomb, so that I can play Evasive Protocol. Alright. We did not get Time Bomb. That's fine. We can still reroute, strike, play Evasive Protocol, and then play Multi-Beam for maximum damage plus Kunai. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be just fine this fight. Really? Yeah, we're gonna enter defensive mode here. We're still gonna save Panic Button because we have more than enough block for next turn. So if this fight goes on too long, I'll use Panic Button on a turn I need it a lot more. Reroute Bobble Burst, Time Bomb. Get the other Bobble Burst out. Yeah. Okay, this is going pretty well. This is doing 11. I don't know if we need the dexterity anymore. This is 44. Yeah, let's just do the damage. Next turn we're going to have Vent Steam for the extra 2 strength plus Bobble Burst. And it's just going to be very good. Yeah, goodbye. Okay, yeah, our deck powered up so much once we got Bottled Flame and Dolly's Mirror on Bobble Burst. Onyx. Hey. I was thinking about Onyx. If we got a Dexterity gem, we could use that. But I guess it also works on Piercing Hide and Vent Steam. Revenge Protocol, though, for even more brace passively, I think, is a really good idea. We'll use defensive mode for the first parts of longer fights, and then dexterity for the later parts, with Stasis Field and all the other block cards. Shield Charger will also be good for early parts of the fight. I guess it's kind of like in that order. We use Shield Charger for the first few turns, then the protocols will come into effect for the next few turns, and then dexterity will come for the last few turns. Overall, a complete strategy, in theory. And I think Brace 7 a turn is very effective in deck with no brace, or next to no brace. Shield Charger, I guess, counts, but yeah. Let's go Revenge Protocol. Oh my gosh, there's Snecko-Eye. Holy shit. It's not great for Stasis Field, but it's really good for our Bobble Bursts. Gosh, is that worth it? Or do I take one of the other two for more energy? I don't know. I think Snecko-Eye is a little bit weak, actually. With our 2 Bubble Bursts, we already do very incredible things. We already have amazing turns. We also have a bunch of 1-cost cards that we're relying on. We also want to play a lot of attacks consistently. Well, we want to play 3 attacks consistently, and we can't always do that with Sneko-Eye. And I think this is the rare time where, since we're already okay with our current deck's consistency, Sneko will actually make it less consistent. Usually the random cost is not too big of a factor. You get like 1 bad turn or 2 bad turns during your whole run, but then the rest of it is usually fine. But here, this could betray us at the wrong time and be even worse than other relics. So here's a thought. We don't take the Sneko-Eye. I think we take Idol. That discounts both of our Bubble Bursts, which is great. It sometimes discounts Orb Walk and Time Bomb, but I think that's okay. Sometimes Shield Charger. Actually, these 2 are not very good targets for it. But with a bottled Bubble Burst, it's very likely to hit this most of the time. I wonder if it'll go into stasis for 2 turns or 3 turns. I'm not sure how that interacts with Idol. I know we've done it before, I just don't remember. If I do reroute Bubble Burst with a discounted Bubble Burst, will it go in for 2 turns? Either way, I think this is better than Makeshift Battery, though. I don't want slimes when we're cycling this fast. So I don't mind having a little bit weaker energy for the consistency that these 2 don't give. Alright. Almost died early, but we're still here. Where's our super? At the end of the act, wow. And with a good path. A really, really good path. Is this maximum? I think that's the maximum. Two campfires, 4 elites. Versus 2 campfires, 3 elites. Yeah. So it's on the maximal path, which is great. It's also at the end of the act, which is when we'll be most prepared to take it. In theory. Actually, I don't know. Usually that would be the case, but sometimes whenever you're getting to the end of Act 3, you're preparing for act bosses and not for elites as much, so you might stray away from important things like AoE against stuff like Reptimancer. Thankfully, we already have 2 very strong AoE options, as well as adrenaline attacks, so we can probably handle those daggers anyway. I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I'll decide which path to go on the right routes. So I'll see you in just a second. Alright, we are back. We got top of the act, elite. I gotta redo all this. Yeah. Pretty darn good path. Is that the path? Yeah, it was. Why is there... I thought there were only 2 question marks. Why is there 3? Oh well. Actually, this is Act 3, so I'm not even... Usually I look for the 2 rare relic events. I'm probably still going to do that. I don't think we need too much else for this run. We got our block system online in a big way in Act 2, as well as our deck power online with double Bubble Burst with energy and draw. So I think going for those bonus things in the question mark shouldn't be such a bad idea. We don't hit a shop at all, but that's okay. Let's just go event hunting. Okay. So now that's going to gain us 2 energy, which is really cool. 42 damage. I can't kill that then. best I can do is change one energy for reroute instead of multi-beam, but that's only 44. I think I just play the power then. Maybe we enter defensive for next turn. In fact, putting multi-beam into stasis seems like a pretty good idea. So let's do that. Let's enter defensive, and let's put shield charger in. Let's see if we can get these guys killed. Okay, it did hit orb walk, but that's to be expected. I should probably just play that then. 3 energy means I could kill this right now. 13, 19. This is 22. I think we do Time Bomb to get another 10 block. Yeah, that'll do it. Right, that gives me 2 more strength. I guess I just play Panic Button now. Fight's not going to last too much longer. We'll have Bobble Burst next turn, as well as Vent Steam and Strike. Yeah, we're good. Alright, easy. We've been healed for 6 thanks to the powers, and 2 more from Blood Vial. Oh, an Emerald. Interesting. Well, I don't have the Onyx, but still might be nice. Temporal Shield? It is upgraded. It gives 11 block base, plus it accelerates, which we kind of like. I don't think we need to take another block card, especially not a common one. This is pretty good, but I don't feel great about it. Oh yeah, I wanted to put Emerald in Twin Slam. Yeah, I'm going to take the gem, since that's still a good way to upgrade cards. And I could always change my mind and put it into one of the reroutes and feel pretty okay about that as well. Winding Halls, I had a feeling it was going to show up. I don't think we want Madnesses here. We could take the HP loss pretty easily, though. But I don't think with essentially 5 energy we need to do that. Just lose the max HP. Now this is healed an odd number. Interesting. Shield Charger got hit. That's okay. Shield Charger, Stasis Field, Time Bomb? Yeah, sure. Get that dexterity. I think we're going to be playing Orb Walk a lot rather than putting it into Stasis. Although I guess I could have there, but it didn't matter. It's not upgraded yet. I could put Stasis Field back into Stasis with Curl Up. I think that's a good idea. Because then we'll get that out next turn. Again. You know, I was talking about putting these into Stasis before, in other ways, but Reroute Bubble Burst is actually insane. Getting the benefit from it twice. I don't think we want any of these, still. Although the number of upgrades we're getting is real nice. We got Falling Event. Ooh. Get to lose a strike again. Cool. A lot of people post online about their really unlucky falling events, and then all the comments are like, oh, "Wow, this is amazing." Um, Actually, they're like, "Falling event has screwed me over so many times," and I'm really interested in that because that seems to be a huge playstyle difference. Because 90% of the time, falling event is good for me. I always have a striker defend, and I'm willing to lose. Um, Only a couple times have I really gotten 3 really bad cards to lose there. Would I rather put these in one of these than Twin Slam? I don't think so. Playing Twin Slam for 2 energy is a big investment, so getting a good enough block payout I think is important. So I'm just going to upgrade to Twin Slam now for our next Spire. Alright. Orb Walk, of course, gets hit again. That's okay. So what do we do here? Play both the powers and Shield Charger? That seems good to me. Birdface Darn is trying so hard to heal me, but this is pretty much what I said might happen. By Act 3, we're not taking damage anymore, so it doesn't really matter. We got 4 energy in hand. Let's just enter defensive. Actually, let's save Vent Steam? Wait, we already drew Time Bomb. So we're going to get this out in 2 turns when Nemesis is intangible again. I guess we save Panic Button. No, wait, we need to block this turn. We have a bunch of attacks next turn. I'm just going to play this. Doesn't matter whether this goes in or not. Oh yeah, this getting upgraded is cool. Re-entering defensive is also cool since it's not attacking this turn. That was so much block? Why? Why was that so much block? Charge up doesn't matter, so I'm going to just do reroute multi-beam. We're going to reroute that again next turn, I think. So that it actually comes out when Nemesis is not intangible. Wow. I said wow at that, but I knew it was going to get discounted. Oh shoot. Oh wait, this is still a Kunai proc anyway. That would have been so much damage if it wasn't intangible. I also have a ton of burns. We don't have Vent Steam for another couple turns. It sucks. Well, I want to re-enter defensive for next turn. So this plus our 7 brace per turn, excuse me, curl up plus 7 brace per turn will do that. I guess we put a strike in to have Zat in time. We need to do this too, just to block this turn. Because we're going to take a bit of damage. This got discounted. I think this does go back in for the correct... No, wait, if this affects Stasis Field, maybe this does work. Yeah, let's see. It does go in for 1 turn. Amazing. That's really good. Alright. And now we get our kill. Vajra, that's nice. Quantum Elixir, kind of at this point in the game. Sapphire. Do we take the Sapphire now? I think we do. We're nearing the end of the game and we're running out of time to find better gems. And that can go just fine into Piercing Hide. Another Vent Steam is not needed. Clone. We might be at the point in the game where Clone's pretty good. But it is more setup. I don't know. Like, getting a 3rd Bubble Burst would be insane. Getting another Shield Charger would be nice, another Stasis Field would be great. I just don't like the card in general, but I know it is useful sometimes. I'm going to stick with the Sapphire. If I can actually click the node. Alright, Twin Slam's got got the dex now. Sapphire's going right into Piercing Hide. And now what do we upgrade? Well, anything that goes into stasis now is becoming upgraded, so no point in upgrading Orb Walk. No point in upgrading Shield Charger. Revenge Protocol braces 5. That may actually be a good one to do. Keep the numbers even. Generally is a good strategy. I don't think we have a much better upgrade right now. We have 1 fire before the end of Act 3. Maybe we should just take the recall. In case we need to rest somehow. Oh wait, we can't rest. In case we find a better card to upgrade. So I don't think we need the Revenge Protocol upgrade immediately. Oh my gosh, wow. So somehow we've managed to find 2 rare relics despite not hitting either of the rare relic events yet. That's pretty cool. We got Vajra from this. We didn't fight double Orb Walkers or the Mind Bloom, so we got Cryo Chamber from, I think, just a chest? I forget exactly what happened. Hey, it hit Bottle Burst, let's go. Alright, give me Curl Up, please? Maybe? No? Okay. Do I just play Orb Walk then? I probably just play Orb Walk. We need to kill this fast. I don't think we play Shield Charger yet, though. I'm just going to grab some Brace. What other Brace cards do I have? Curl Up. Okay. We still want to be able to play Curl Up without entering defensive. We don't want to do that until it's actually time. We might have to use Panic Button here, though, which sucks. To save 13 HP. Actually, that's not worth it. We can heal all of that up in future fights. Also, we get Centennial Puzzle. We're gonna have all this defensive mode for next turn. Stasis Field, reroute Bubble Burst, Vent Steam. Time Bomb to get these out next turn. This is going to do a shitload of damage. Hundreds? 123, yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. Alright, let's reroute this Bubble Burst since it's... So this is a stasis discounted Bubble Burst, so this will be Cryo Chambered at 2 turns correctly. I want to play Twin Slam and Bubble Burst, but I don't have any room in hand to do so. I guess we can reroute this Twin Slam. Hoping to get reroute again, so we can fill up these slots. I suppose Shield Charger and that will do it, though. I am going to re-enter defensive here. And I guess I'm going to play Panic Button, just to get a little bit more damage out of Multi-Beam. Did 39, wow. 39 twice. Because we played 13 cards that turn. And we're gonna get our kill next turn. Oh, but Incense Burner. And that's probably fine because we want to be able to set this up for. But if it's transient, then we're just gonna have to deal with whatever we get now. It's exactly 6 turns. Would like to have this on 4. I don't know if it's possible to do that, though. I'm not going to even bother. Happy Flower, that's nice. Another Citrine, wow. Do I have a good target for that? I guess Vent Steam's pretty okay. I would like to play that whenever possible. Anyway, I'm going to take it, so... Those other 2 cards I don't think compare. Okay, it's Darklings. Can we get this to 4? Was hoping for multi-beam there. Although I don't think even with Citrine it would have been enough. How much energy are we going to have next turn? I guess 4. So that's 28. No, 32, because we have 1 strength. I am planning for this to be on 4, though, like I said. So I do have to be a little bit careful with how I do this. Right, panic button. That's okay, though. We have Bubble Burst this turn. We do want to kill these 2 edge ones now. Maybe we can do it like this. You gotta spend a bit of energy to get multi-beam down. Because this is doing 11 damage. X times. Wow. 6, 5, 4, 3. Maybe we just do Time Bomb. We have 8 strength, so this is actually 34. Okay, that just kills everything too. Let's draw cards and see if we can play those. $17 now. Okay. There we go. I don't think I really had a method to that. I just kind of played it by ear and it worked out. Okay. We got it to 4. Another Time Bomb. I don't think at this point. I don't really want either of these either. Alright. Nemesis. Okay. We're going to be intangible next turn, so we don't need to do... We don't need to enter defensive. We can't anyway, but... I'm just going to play these. We're going to brace for 10 here. Yeah, that's fine. We're not playing Time Bomb. It's intangible and that'll enter defensive. And we're not sure we want to enter defensive for next turn. They could be debuffing again. So we're just gonna... I guess we're gonna reroute this defend because strike will come out in 2 turns when it's unchangeable. Okay. 7 times 3 again means we full block already, which is great. Gonna play that for free. Do I want to put anything into stasis, like this charge up? No. I don't think. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. What do we want the counter on? We want the counter on 4 again, just in case of Recto. Probably, so we want to kill, I guess, in 2 turns from now. It's going to be a bit hard to do that, but not impossible. Ooh. We have 3 strength, so this is 24. I think we just have to risk this anyway, so let's see what this does. That's, like, perfect. That's exactly what you want to see, I think. Because we have plenty of attacks in the draw pile, so we can just hit this 3 times to win. So, I mean, we don't play anything else here. Oh yeah, Mercury Hourglass. Alright, come on, just 1 attack. Actually, we kill because of Thorns. But let's do it that way anyway. Toy Ornithopter for even more healing. Colorless Potion, is that better than Quantum Elixir? Putting 3 random cards into Stasis, I think, is actually worse than the cards that we have in our deck, so... Oh, there's Amber again. Okay. Another Evasive Protocol. To get us to 10, possibly 11 brace per turn if I upgrade Revenge. But Amber, I think, is pretty darn good. It's just a matter of, is the brace better? We'd have to change our plan a little bit and put Citrine into a reroute and accelerate into Vent Steam, because reroute, the next card you play goes into Stasis. So it accelerates before you put a card in, meaning it's not great. Also, there are times where taking the Amber is not good because Shield Charger's in the first one. We don't want to accelerate it. It may actually be better to take your Evasive Protocol. I'm going to do it. Ah, there we go. So Intense Burner is probably going to be screwed up this fight, but that's okay. Hitting Shield Charger there is not good. But this, I guess, is fine. We're going to take a bit of damage, but that's okay. We're intangible this turn. We can't get this all the way back up to 4. They're going to do too much damage. But we can heal a bit. In that case, what do we want this on? Probably as far as we can get it. Okay. Yeah, that'll... We don't have Thorns, so this is going to have 1 HP next turn. That works. Okay, I'm going to go with that's as close as we're going to get. 6-point Brand. Okay. Kind of a mediocre one, but, you know. And this is the second to last fight, so we should just take the Ruby anyway, because we're not going to find enough gems. Oh, we can just put that into Vent Steam anyway, too. Probably better than putting it into Reroute. So there's a suspension I've been waiting for all game, but I don't think we care anymore. I want another Shield Charger. At a certain point, I start to wonder if I have too much. Like, where's my damage? My damage is in these, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ruby. I guess it's in this, too. Alright, it is Giant Head, which means this is actually perfect. Nice how that works out. Give me the curl up. No? Okay. We did not need to enter defensive, but, you know, it can't be helped. How much do we have? At the start of your turn, brace 10. Okay. We have so much block. We got 9 dexterity. Actually, I do want to re-enter defensive so I can make use of all this. Oh, but it did it anyway? Okay. I find it so weird that that animation time is so long. Wow. So what do we want this on? Can we even control it that much? Donu Deka. Kind of want that on turn 1. Can we re-enter defensive here in any way? No, because our Piercing hides in stasis. I guess we can re-enter next turn, but that's... We can wait at least one turn. Oh gosh. We got so many passive damage sources. But look at all this dexterity we have. Can we stall for another 3 turns? I guess we'll find out. Oh, it has regen. Okay, that works then, I suppose. Probably not going to be able to defend next turn. So maybe 4 is enough. We'll have to see. Yeah. It doesn't have enough HP for us to do Twin Slam, so... Looks like we're at 4. Good enough, I suppose. Blue Candle. Useless. Quartz. Another Citrine Quartz thing. What the heck? We don't have the slots for that to go into 1 card, though. Do we still put it into reroute, I suppose? Yeah, we could still do that. Alright, 1 cost card that draws is still okay. Alright, Ruby goes in Vent Steam. Citrine goes in reroute. And Quartz goes in reroute. And our upgrade is going to be Revenge Protocol. For that extra brace per turn. Alright, let's win this. Okay. We'll reroute Bubble Burst. Twin Slam is good. That's good timing. We're gonna have an extra dex. We're gonna have 5 decks here, so that's 8, 16. So that'll be enough with that. And I think we want to play both the protocols. Actually, we don't have to care about next turn blocking at all because of Incense Burner. So maybe we can afford to give up a protocol in order to play Orb Walk. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Alright, that was good. We'll enter defensive next turn, I think. We're going to cleanse the artifact off this guy. Curl up the shield charger? Sure. Just make sure we have as much defense as possible. That way we can just focus on offense for the rest of the fight. Needed to clear hand space there, but thankfully reroute does not wear off if you play a card that puts itself into stasis already. I want to play Twin Slam, but there's not hand space. I guess we play the Strike, since that's also damage. And I'll play Multi-Beam. Okay, we do a lot of damage. And I think taking that protocol earlier was, in fact, the right move. I'm definitely feeling like that I'm getting rewarded for that. Do this. Oh, cool. I think we would have rather had that on Deca, but... Okay, it's finally doesn't have any more artifact, but it might not matter. Stasis Field keeps coming out in the wrong turns. Goodbye. Man, the combos in this deck. I had a feeling it was going to be Time Eater next. We're really going to have to count our cards here. Can we play 12 this turn? We're going to have Bobble Burst, we're going to have 6 energy. Twin Slam is 4 cards for 2 energy. So that's down to 4. We've played 5 cards. We would need another 7. This counts as 0 energy, 1 card. I don't think we reach it unless we draw Bobble Burst. So I think I just want to reroute Bobble Burst here. Oh, this is on 5? Okay, maybe we don't care about next turn then. Maybe we just care about blocking as much as we can this turn. Which goes like this. Get us 8 dexterity so we can block with Crystal Wards. Yeah, we'll play 2 cards next turn and be just fine with it. Are we full block anyway? Funny. We drew Curl Up. We're not drawing Curl Up with Orblock very often. We just want to play 2 cards. I think we just play Revenge and Orblock. We don't need the Shield Charger, I don't think. We're going to have Bubble Burst next turn for free. We have 11 Brace a turn, so we can probably get back into defensive quickly. Okay, we have Reroute Multi-Beam. Let's do Reroute here. I don't think we want to Reroute Multi-Beam just yet. I think we want to just draw a card. Panic Button. Interesting. Let's get another Dexterity before we play any block cards. There we go. Yeah, now this should be enough. Yeah, it is enough. Great. And I'm going to play the Strike. Or, sorry, the Multi-Beam. That's not a Strike. Now we get 4 cards this turn. We enter defensive, so that's okay. 1... 2... Holy cow. 3... We don't need this. It's a lot of damage. $28 damage. We're gonna have enough for this turn and next turn. Then we split. And then I guess we get intangible by the time it matters. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that instead of playing the Stasis Field. I think we will be safe enough to do that. Let's reroute the Bubble Burst, as usual. We gotta get rid of these slimes. I think we don't play the Twin Slam so that we can preserve cards for next turn. Oh, but it's splitting next turn. Maybe we do this then. Probably gonna only want to play 3 cards next turn, though. Yeah, like reroute Bubble Burst and then one more. Seems fine to me. Oh, multi-beam. How much is that? 19 times 6? It's not enough to kill, but that's really, really close. Let's do Charge Up. It's healing anyway, so we need to boost our offense for next turn. I think if we reroute Bubble Burst again, it goes into stasis for 2 turns. Unfortunately, we did not get reroute, of course. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Let's do that. Eight, 9, wow, 10, 11, 12. And then this turn we should be able to kill. Oh, but we also have Intangible, just in case we can't. Cool. What do we want Intangible on? 4? I guess we take 1 damage here. I feel like this is going to be difficult to pull off. Can't gain any block this turn. So we take 1 from the boss fight. That's fine. But can we get it to 4 is the question. We know we get the next 2 turns basically for free because we'll be in defensive mode. But after that... well, we might as well get it up anyway. Am I going to want these cards next turn? I'm going to go with no. Don't want a Slimed. This doesn't put me into defensive, unfortunately. Get some extra strength for next turn. Actually, that doesn't matter either. Alright, I'm just going to take my damage. Unfortunately, that does mean we're not getting a perfect boss fight, but I don't care. Would like to play Twin Slam for block. That's also a lot of damage. How many thorns do we have? Just 3. It's probably still worth it to do this. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it didn't. It's not attacking this turn. I think that means we have to kill next turn, but I guess that's okay. Because that's the shield's big hit. It's just that we have a lot of stuff coming in the first 2 turns that we'd also like to block. Maybe we can enter defensive on turn 1 though with the with enemy attacks. We'll see. Alright, let's get our kill. Oh, could we also get this up to 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's the best we can do. Now what do we upgrade? Maybe we finally upgrade Panic Button? Or maybe we upgrade the Evasive Protocol for even more dexterity. That may actually have some merit. You might be inclined to think about having both of these together. 8 is already more than enough, plus you have kunai. But if we draw only this one early, it's going to be important to have all the dexterity we can from that, especially since we'll be frail in the hard fight. So I think we are going to go with this. Oh wow. Alright, so since we have more than double the gold that this costs, this will actually discount everything. And essentially get us more gold for this shop. Tungsten Rod is really nice. We can afford that plus a card remove. We can also afford that plus Mayhem. Sorry, not that plus Pen Nib. I don't think we care about Pen Nib that much. I think having Tungsten Rod is really nice for the heart, as well as for Shield and Spear, honestly. You take a couple less damage from the first couple turns. What would I card remove? Another strike, I suppose? With the amount of draw we have with the 2 Bubble Bursts and the Multi-Beam Twin Slam, I think we do have enough attacks, even without another strike. So I'm going to go with that. Dupe Potion might have been nice. Just now thinking about that. But I think we'll be okay with what we have here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so... Interesting. Because we have Tungsten Rod, we only take 10 damage from this, which is exactly enough to enter defensive mode with. So I think that's good. Do I want to cleanse stuff on? Who am I killing first? Probably still Shield. So I guess we cleanse on this. This is 9, so we take 2. Oh, that's not enough. We have to be turned around. So we have to take the 9? No, the 8. To enter defensive mode immediately. Entering it this turn as opposed to next turn will give us 10 extra block, which is why I'm not going to rely on the basic protocols to get us in. What if I... Evasive, Piercing, Defend, gear up? That's 17 brace, 14 blocks. We take 3. Oh, that's perfect. Alright. Perfect defensive mode entry. I am so glad we have a way to turn around. Holy shit. I think we are going to take some damage here, though. Oh, wait, we have 10 dexterity, I forgot. So, once we turn around, this is only 40. This is 21, so that's 61. We need 41 more. This is 36, 51. Wow. So we can even do this first, because this gains an energy back. And we account for the burns, which is great. Wow. And now we have Incense Burner. Trying to think how we set up Incense Burner. Maybe it's smarter to go for Spear first. In that case. Let's go for Spear first. That means we can't play multi-beam. I could have rerouted that. Oh well. Oh, there goes the thorns. Okay, well, it's still fine. Can we re-enter defensive? Yes. Keep that for later. What do we want this on? 4, I suppose, because the first attack is on turn 2. Yeah, that works. Alright. I guess Happy Flower on 1 is acceptable. Can we get this up? Alright, that's good enough. Strawberry. Another emerald. Too late for that. Gem cannon. Too late for that. We like the gems we have in our cards, although this is 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11. It's a lot of damage. Could use that to end the fight. We do a lot of damage already, but maybe it is still correct to take that. It's going to be a dead card until then. But we do run out of defensive stuff eventually. So that was 11 gems. With Vulnerable, that's 165 damage, and that's before any kind of strength. We probably damage cap when we use it. We may have to end the fight fast, I'll take it. It depends on our draw. If we end up taking a huge amount of damage from some attack because we get a bad draw, then we're going to be grateful to have that card. Guess I use Colorless Potion now. Discovery, huh? Oh, Enlightenment. Interesting. I would like to draw cards here. So I'm going to use Centennial Puzzle with Tungsten Rod. We didn't get either of the reroutes. We did get Curl Up, though. Still no reroute. Okay. Wow. So, stasis is just not a thing right now. We don't want to enter defensive mode yet. This Enlightenment didn't even get used. Entering next turn is fine because then we'll block for turn 3. So let's just do some block. If I do this, we enter defensive now. Although it does give us a dexterity permanently, I don't think it's worth it. So that's our turn. Pretty much a dud turn 1. Really hoping to get our stasis online. We didn't. This is nice though. Let's reroute Twin Slam. I knew we were going to draw the Void. We're actually doing quite a bit of damage. This is only turn 2, and we've already got it down by a quarter. Looks like we're never putting Orb Walk into stasis. Oh, I should have played Gear Up over the Defend. Oh well. That's fine. Actually, no. Now we have block 4 next turn. Let's reroute Bubble Burst. Ooh, interesting. Okay, re-enter defensive. Play this Bubble Burst. We're going to reroute Multi-Beam here. That is a lot of damage. We do this, we gain another 45 next turn. That's worth it. Can we attack 5 times next turn to make this strength worth it? Actually, it's not even, because we'll be out of defensive mode by then. Alright. Oh, but... damage cap. Alright, looks like we weren't in any kind of damage trouble anyways. But if I draw Gem Cannon, I'll use it. Alright, goodbye. Oh, that's damage cap again. Okay. That's fine. We win next turn. Okay. Good game. Our score 31-31. Very nice. All right. That was a fun run. I do think I screwed up a little bit in Act 1 because I ended up getting down to 1 HP. I feel like I got lucky somehow. It was probably in this fight where I drew 3 cards and then ended up drawing the Orb Walk, which we needed to play at some point. Thankfully, we still made it through with the use of the Thorns Potion in the end. I think I have a better grasp on how much damage I actually need to do against Hexaghost, though, for future episodes. The important thing is we survived. Blood Vial healed us for 43 HP. Birdface Urn healed us for 52. 95 total healing between those two. What was the other healing thing? Right, Toy Ornithopter. That didn't do anything. Overall, just a very strong run. Coffee Dripper was correct. The double Bubble Burst, that's hard to beat, especially whenever you have it bottled. Get that 2 extra draw turn 1, since it takes up a draw. And get the extra energy. Really strong combo. Duped it with the mirror. Used the protocols. I think this is the first time I've ever used the protocols in this way, where I just don't have any kind of brace in the deck and then use that to stack up. And taking a few of them actually paid off quite a bit. Kunai was very helpful. Dekka's Washer is very powerful. We skipped Sneko Eye, and I think that was still the right decision. Yeah, we just got a lot of very powerful stuff. We got a bunch of rare relics this run. Birdface Urn. Is this a rare? That's uncommon. Crazy. Cryo Chambers are rare. Incense Burner, Tungsten Rod, 6-point Brand, although we did find that in the one event. Yeah, overall, I like this run. Very fun to feel that powerful. You don't always get that. Oh, we did get the Cryo Chamber from Treasure Chest. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you stick around for future ones. If you do, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.